What were the greatest victories of the UK during World War II? Let's dive into the annals of history to find out. Throughout the tumultuous years of World War II, the United Kingdom achieved several significant victories that contributed to the eventual Allied victory. These triumphs showcased not just the resilience and bravery of the British people and their armed forces, but also superior strategic planning and execution. From successfully defending against the Luftwaffe's aerial assault in the Battle of Britain to the crucial turning point of Operation Overlord, the Allied invasion of Normandy, the United Kingdom played a pivotal role in writing the course of history. Their victories stretched from the deserts of North Africa to the shores of Italy, from the vast Atlantic Ocean to the heartland of Europe, each one a testament to their indomitable spirit and unwavering determination. Ready to embark on a journey through time? Let's start at the very beginning with the Battle of Britain. 1940 marked the year of the Battle of Britain, an aerial conflict that would test the mettle of the UK. Amid the dark clouds of war, the Royal Air Force, or RAF, rose to the challenge, their Spitfires and Hurricanes roaring in the skies above. The objective was clear: defend the homeland from the Luftwaffe's aerial assault and prevent a German invasion. The significance of this battle cannot be overstated. It was a fight for survival, not just for the UK, but for the world. The RAF's successful defense against the Luftwaffe's onslaught was a turning point, a beacon of hope in a time of despair. It proved that the German war machine was not invincible and that the Allies could resist and fight back. The Battle of Britain showcased the resilience and determination of the UK, setting the tone for the battles to come. As the war continued, the UK found itself embroiled in the North African campaign, a crucial theatre of WWII. Stretching from 1940 to 1943, this campaign was a tug-of-war between the Allies and the Axis powers for control over North Africa's strategic locations. One of the most significant moments in this campaign was the Battle of El Alamein. This battle was more than a fight for a small town in Egypt. It was a decisive turning point in the Second World War. The British Eighth Army, under the command of General Bernard Montgomery, took on the might of Field Marshal Erwin Rommel's Afrika Corps, in a clash that would echo through history. In the scorching heat of the desert, the two sides engaged in a brutal and prolonged conflict. The British forces, equipped with superior numbers and resources, were determined to halt the Axis advance. The stakes were high. A loss here would give the Axis control over the Suez Canal, a strategic waterway, and a clear path to the oil fields of the Middle East. However, the British forces stood their ground. They launched Operation Lightfoot on the 23rd of October 1942, initiating an assault that would last for 12 days. The fighting was intense, the conditions harsh, and the victory hard-won. But when the dust settled, the British had successfully halted the Axis advance. The Battle of El Alamein was a turning point in the North African campaign. It marked the beginning of the end for the Axis in Africa. The strategic victory boosted the morale of the Allies and marked a significant step forward in the march towards victory. The victories in North Africa paved the way for further strategic advances, pushing the Axis powers on the back foot. The UK's role in this campaign was instrumental, demonstrating their resilience, strategic acumen, and unwavering commitment to the Allied cause. 1944 brought with it Operation Overlord, a daring invasion that would prove pivotal in the war. This audacious operation was the largest amphibious invasion in history, involving more than 2 million troops from over 12 countries, primarily the United States, the United Kingdom, and Canada. The objective was clear: to secure a foothold in Nazi-occupied Europe and push back the Axis powers. Operation Overlord was not just a military operation, it was a feat of complex planning, intricate deception, and sheer courage. Months before the invasion, the Allies executed an elaborate ruse, Operation Bodyguard, to mislead the Germans about the invasion's location and timing. This diversion was so successful that even as Allied troops stormed the beaches of Normandy, German high command believed it to be a diversion, expecting the real invasion further north. June 6th, 1944, now known as D-Day, marked the beginning of the end for the Axis powers in Europe. The invasion's success, however, was not without cost. The Allies faced fierce resistance from the entrenched German forces. The beaches of Normandy became a tableau of valor and sacrifice, as countless soldiers fought and fell to secure a beachhead. In the wake of D-Day, the Allied forces established a solid front in France, liberating town after town, pushing the German forces back. The successful invasion of Normandy was a turning point in World War II, setting the stage for the Allies' advance towards Germany. It was more than just a military victory, it was a testament to the power of international cooperation, strategic planning, and unwavering courage. The invasion demonstrated that the Axis was not invincible and that the Allies were ready to reclaim Europe. With the successful invasion of Normandy, the tide was turning in the Allies' favour. As the war progressed, the UK played a key role in liberating southern France and Italy from Axis control. In the summer of 1943, the Allies launched Operation Husky, a massive amphibious and airborne invasion of Sicily. The British Eighth Army, under the command of General Bernard Montgomery, was instrumental in this operation. Their tenacity and strategic brilliance led to the successful liberation of Sicily, causing a domino effect that would eventually lead to the downfall of Mussolini's regime. Following the success in Sicily, the Allies turned their attention towards mainland Italy. The invasion of Italy, also known as Operation Avalanche, began in September of 1943. The British Eighth Army crossed the Strait of Messina and advanced up the eastern coast of Italy. Despite fierce resistance from German forces, the British pushed forward, contributing significantly to the weakening of the Axis powers in Italy. Let's shift our focus now to southern France. A year after the invasion of Italy in August 1944, the Allies launched Operation Dragoon, aimed at liberating southern France. The British, though primarily involved in operations in northern France, provided critical air and naval support. This operation was another significant step towards the liberation of Europe, as it helped to secure the southern flank of the Allied advance. These victories in southern France and Italy were a testament to the UK's resilience and strategic acumen. They not only freed millions of people from Axis control, but also diverted crucial resources away from the Eastern Front, alleviating pressure on the Soviet Union. By weakening the Axis powers, these operations contributed significantly to the overall Allied war effort. They undermined the enemy's ability to fight on multiple fronts and paved the way for future Allied victories. These victories were instrumental in weakening the Axis powers and setting the stage for the final push towards victory. Finally, 1945 marked the end of the war in Europe, a momentous occasion celebrated as VE Day. This Victory in Europe Day was a day of jubilation, marking the end of 6 long, grueling years of war that had tested the fortitude and resilience of nations across the globe. But for the United Kingdom, it was more than just a day of celebration. It was a moment of reflection on the nation's immense contribution to the Allied victory. The United Kingdom, standing firmly against the forces of tyranny, played a critical role in the eventual Allied success. From the early days of the war, with the Battle of Britain, the UK's resolve was clear. They would not be easily defeated. Their determination was evident in their successful defence against the Luftwaffe's aerial assault, preventing a potential German invasion. But the contributions of the UK extended beyond their own shores. Their strategic planning and execution were instrumental in key victories such as Operation Overlord, the successful Allied invasion of Normandy, and Operation Dragoon, the liberation of southern France. These victories not only marked crucial turning points in the war, but also showcased the UK's commitment to restoring peace and freedom to the continent. In the North African campaign, the UK's victories at battles like El Alamein pushed Axis forces out of North Africa, further weakening their hold on the region. The UK also played a significant role in the downfall of Mussolini's regime, through their invasion of Italy, leading to a significant weakening of German forces. Throughout the war, the UK's resilience, strategic planning, and unwavering commitment to the Allied cause were evident. Their victories not only helped to shape the course of the war, but also laid the foundation for a peaceful Europe. As we reflect on VE Day, We recognise the immense sacrifices made and the victories achieved by the United Kingdom in World War II. From the Battle of Britain to VE Day, the UK's victories in World War II were pivotal in shaping the course of history.